Hello everyone, welcome back to Singer Family Adventures. My name is Stitch. No, my name is Lilo. No, my name is Nani. What's my name? My name is Valerie. Hi. And I'm just being silly. We just got back from a trip where we spent 2 days at the parks, one at Magic Kingdom, one at Galaxy's Edge, and then we did a 4-night cruise on the Disney Dream. So this is going to be our haul video of the things that we bought for us. Now, I will say, we were trying really hard to stick to a tight budget. I think ultimately we failed. We also bought a lot of stuff to give to other people that is not going to be in this haul video because some of it may be going to YouTubers or some of it may be going to people who watch our channel, who are our friends. But I will show you what we bought for ourselves. And first of all, there is this beautiful hat that Rafi bought for himself, his Stitch hat. We left the park with, including Jonah's girlfriend Dara, 6 Stitch stuffed animals, a Stitch hat, a Stitch train, a Stitch this, a Stitch that, a lot of Stitch. So we're just going to start there. I want to put some ears on because this is not mine. And I will show you what we got. We actually did not buy nearly as much as we might have hoped, but we were still pretty good. We were decent. Of the 6 Stitch stuffed animals, both Rafi and Dara came home with this sleeping Stitch, which is just the most cuddly, wonderful plush / pillow ever. So we came home with 2 of these exact same one. So I'm putting him there. And Dara had her own spending money. She bought her own stuff, but it was just funny to see the Stitches pile up. Rafi and Dara also bought this angel, Potbelly Angel. And Dara also got the angel that's about this big. It's pretty big. Not as big as the sleeping Stitch, but still pretty big. And Jonah bought Potbelly Stitch, we are calling him. Rafi already has a Stitch about this size. Yeah, he loved him because he's got a mouth and a cute little pot belly. So yes, we are all stitched out. Some of those we bought at the parks and some of them we bought on the ship. So all of these things were actually available on the ship. And so that is that category. I might have come home with a few bottles of things that I didn't actually pay for, but if you know, both the hotels at Walt Disney World and the cruises are no longer giving out little bottles of their wonderful shampoo, wonderful conditioner, wonderful lotion. So I have started bringing my own bottles to fill. So some of them I filled in the hotel room and some of them I filled on the cruise ship, and I know I wasn't supposed to, but Disney is not hurting and I am contributing quite a bit to them. They are getting a lot of my money. So yes, I came home with some shampoo products. Also, on the cruise ship, I'm going back and forth between cruise ship and land, I had the Stitch mug of this. There's a series of these. There's a Mickey, a Minnie, Stitch, and Donald. I don't know if there's any more, but I really like these mugs. And so I got Donald as my second one. Quite a nice mug. Jonah got a mug at, he actually ended up buying it on the cruise ship. We saw them at Galaxy's Edge and we talked about them and we both really liked it. It says The Rise of Skywalker on the inside, and it's got Kylo Ren and a bunch of bad guys on this side. And then on this side, the reason he didn't buy it immediately when we saw it was we had the same reaction. You've got Rey, you've got Poe, you've got Chewie, you've got Lando Calrissian, you've got what's her name, and you've got Finn. You don't have Rose. We both really are very, very, very sad about how Rose basically got demoted in the third movie, and this other character just shows up out of nowhere who's, you know, black and beautiful and kind of paired with Finn, unsaid pairing at the end, even though it seemed like he and Rose were going to be a thing in the second movie. So, yes? No?
Yeah. No,
so,
absolutely.
it's a great mug. It's a big mug. We both wish Rose were on it. We wish Finn were more prominent. What have you. Okay. I'm working my way through. We almost bought no clothing, which is amazing because usually we're all coming home with like 1 or 2 items each. But I ended up buying this because I just really liked it. It is, as you can see, themed to the cruise line with the cruise line logo, and it's got hibiscus flowers on it. I have a large, I'm wearing a sweatshirt now and it's cold, so I'm not going to show you, but I have a large hibiscus tattoo right there, so this looks really nice with my tattoo. So I had to buy it. It was calling my name. Rafi loves 2 things very, very, very much. Trains and Stitch. So this was calling Rafi's name. Da, da, da. So he got that. And then, all right, things start getting smaller and smaller that we bought, and I will show you a lot of the small things fit into various categories. Wishables or little plushes, pins and more pins, and we came home with a bunch of snacks and other little odds and ends. So we opened 2 of the Wishable mystery bags for the Frozen set, and both of them ended up being Sven. So we didn't do that on camera. Jonah and I each opened one. He wanted Elsa, I wanted Anna, and we got Sven. So if you remember, I had another video where I opened 2 little pink heffalumps from the Pooh Bear set, and I decided our extra Sven and our extra heffalump are going to a client's 2 kids. So that's where they're going. But are you guys with me? I might have come home with a lot of Rice Krispie treats, like a bunch. And part of it was not my fault. Part of it, I actually ordered a pack to be in our cruise stateroom when we got there, and I accidentally ordered it twice, so we had 2 packs. So we have a lot of those. Jonah's sadness from Galaxy's Edge was that he would have loved to have gone to, what's it called?
Stavi's Workshop?
Stavi's Workshop, and build his own lightsaber. First of all, I didn't tell him about the trip until it was already too late because it was like a Hanukkah present, about the trip to Galaxy's Edge anyway. He knew about the cruise. They were full on the reservations to Stavi's Workshop, and I just spit my own tongue. Second of all, it's like $100 there for the basic lightsaber and like $170 for the really cool one. Do you remember that?
No, it's just 200. It's 200 to build your own.
Oh, I'm confusing it with the droid. It's $200 to build your own lightsaber, and again, we were trying to be good, didn't succeed, but like, holy moly, he did buy this.
There's a slide button.
There's a slide button.
You slide it down, and then you go.
Oh, see, haha. Technology, plastic lightsaber. He's going to next time we go to Galaxy's Edge. I promised him he would go to Stavi's Workshop. I really wanted to go to the Droid Workshop, Droid Depot, because I can't get this. I saw some of the droids. They're so cool. They're like this big. Those are the ones that are $170 if you do the add-ons.
It's $100 to build it, and then you can like pay $70 for a bag and a personality chip and stuff.
Yeah, you want the personality chip. It makes it 1,000 times cooler. So that's an expensive one, again, that you need a reservation for at this point at Galaxy's Edge. We will have some footage of Galaxy's Edge in another video. if you're a Star Wars fan, do it. It was amazing. If you're not a Star Wars fan, you know. Although Dara, frankly, was not a huge Star Wars fan, and she loved Galaxy's Edge, so I will say that. I bought a number of things that I'm not going to open now that are going to be in other videos. We will do them in opening videos. All over the parks now, there's this little series, park series, this one's number 17, of collectible mini characters. Just teeny little plastic characters, but they're kind of cool. They are expensive. They were $10 a pouch for 3 characters, or if you bought at least 3 pouches, then they were $8 a pouch. That's still a lot of money for 3 little characters. Of course, I ended up buying 6 of them because, you know, Disney just gets you. So we got a number of the Star Wars ones. We got a couple of general Fab 5 ones. Actually, this Fab 5 one I bought specifically, I think, because it had Marie, and I think it has Cheshire Cat in it. So those will be separate videos.
Can I see one of the Star Wars ones?
Yeah, Star Wars one. And so we got those. I got 2 packs of these Hollywood Studios mystery pins. Also going to be a separate video. Okay, so there's some fun pins in here. I've seen these repeatedly and never bought them. And, oh, more free stuff. I got an I'm celebrating button because, you know, you're at Disney, you're celebrating. And I fell in love with this raspberry and pomegranate tea on the cruise and might have taken a few tea bags home. We're not done. There's pins coming. More interesting stuff than tea. Okay, so pins, we got a couple limited edition or limited release. This one of Rey and Kylo Ren is a limited edition of 4,000. This one, which is just a really lovely one of Elsa. Rafi's hanging out in the corner. Is a limited release. So I got this limited edition pin. I decided I'm going to start sincerely collecting Princess and the Frog. And this one was my favorite one because it's got them as frogs and it's got Tiana and Naveen as people. And I just thought it was beautiful. And now I'm regretting that I didn't buy more from this series because they're awesome. And there's that. Then we got some open edition Star Wars pins that I just really liked. This one glows in the dark. We will try to give you a picture of it glowing. Here, let's set it over there under the light so it gets really bright. I am always a Leia fan. I bought this Stand Strong open edition at Galaxy's Edge. I just thought it was really cool. And there's one more Star Wars pin. Rey, Resist. So it's really funny when you're in Galaxy's Edge, the cast members all talk very differently than elsewhere, and they call these scrap metal baubles. So if you want to ask, well, what store might have the most scrap metal baubles, I figured out that's how you ask where the pins are. They actually do not carry any of the limited edition Star Wars pins in Galaxy's Edge, which surprised me. So all the pins you'll find in Galaxy's Edge are ones that are open edition. Okay, whatever. I also got a couple of keychains. This one I thought was super cool. You ready? I'm going to pull the tab on him. I wasn't sure if I was keeping him. I actually got a second one as well. Can't pull the tab. right, we're not pulling the tab quite yet, but when you hit the metal there, he makes R2's noise and lights up. So I got that one. And then I got this, and I heard they actually had a ring of this for sale, but I bet it was very, very expensive. It says on one side, "May the Force be with you," Black Spire Outpost, and then it's from the ring in the second movie that Rose and Finn give to the kid. Okay, I'm back. I realized I had left a few of the small things somewhere else. In terms of keychains, I also bought this for myself. This is going to go on my mini cruise Loungefly. Isn't that cool? The cruise symbol. I really liked that. And then I also love magnets. I'm going to show you a couple magnets and then I will show you the rest of my pins. So at Galaxy's Edge, I had to get this Leia, just had to. And on the cruise ship, I had to get this mini because it's part of a series that we've been buying them slowly. Give me. This one we had from our first cruise, and I might have bought another one of these. Maybe somebody will get this, but so we have a Stitch, we have Pluto, Pluto, and we have a plain mini, and then now we have, now we have mini. The weird thing about this is really cute, except that her skirt looks like a diaper. Doesn't it look like a diaper? Looks really weird. I bought it anyway because I love this series of magnets. So that can go on the fridge. We really enjoyed the Skyliner. I bought these pins for the Skyliner. I may end up passing them on to someone else in a gift, but I just thought they're so cool and stylized. I was totally coveting the Skyliner Funko, which is like a huge Funko with Mickey Mouse walking out of one side of it. I think it was $40 or $35.99 or something. And again, I'm trying really hard not to go too overboard, even though we clearly did. The one thing I decided that I'm okay with going overboard in terms of Disney consumption this year is going to be pins, because they're small and they still do add up, but they're small and I can put them all on a board. They're not taking up room in my house. They're not like collecting popcorn buckets, which are about as useful as pins and take up way more space. So I'm near the end of what we got. The other thing that I am becoming addicted to appears to be Wishables. I've always loved stuffed animals, and I just think these Wishables are so cute. So I bought several of this Wishable, the newest Wishables, which are Disney Parks ones. We are going to keep 3 of them. That's going to be a separate video. So they're here. I also have at least one of these to give away. And nobody goes to Galaxy's Edge without getting a weird Coca-Cola. We ended up getting thirsty and coming home with 2 of these. I had planned on coming home with 1, but we came home with 2. There'll be more on Galaxy's Edge. Loved it. So last thing is a few pins, a few more pins. This was a limited release Christmas pin that is from the cruise line specifically. I bought one for myself and one that will be given away. I also got this wonderful, I loved the style of this series. This was a series, there's a whole series of merchandise for Minnie, including a Loungefly, including a Loungefly wallet, including a set of ears that I was really looking at and didn't buy. I didn't buy any ears on this trip, not one set. Partly because I'm realizing I like Etsy ears more, but partly just trying to be good. Again, wasn't so good on the pins, but this is in the same series of things that are a cruise line series. that's all designed around Minnie, and I just think they're so pretty in their design. So I got those two. Last thing to show you, pin thing, is there were a bunch, when you bought merchandise in the shops, you could get these mystery pins for $6 each, and we bought a bunch of them. We came up with the Minnie, the Mickey. We went to dinner one night with 4 of them and opened 4 of them. We came home with several of the Pluto holding the keys in his mouth, like the Pirates of the Caribbean dog. So they're supposed to be pirates of the Fab Five, and this series was cruise specific. And so I do have a few more of these bags. I'm going to open one right now. What do you think? Do you think it's going to be Pluto? I'm hoping it's something other than Mickey or Minnie or Pluto. I'm really hoping for Donald. We'll see. And of course I can't get into the bag right now. You guys with me? So, tell me in the comments below what you thought of our haul. It wasn't too controlled, but also not crazy extravagant. Maybe, not, maybe. A lot of little stuff. I bought a lot of little stuff, and the kids bought a lot of Stitch stuffed animals. So I'm going to show this to you before I see it. Is it right side up? I'm getting no reaction at all from Jonah, so he's not giving away what it is. And it's another Mickey! Woohoo! Pirate Mickey! Pirate Mickey's never bad. At least it's not like a 4th Pluto pin. Okay, so that's a duplicate. Oh well. Thank you for joining us. We will have some of our actual footage from both the park and what we were able to do on the cruise, because we had a big problem with technology. And soon we have coming up another video about our fish extender haul, and maybe another video showing you all the pins we traded for on our trip. So that was super fun. So the pins I showed you today were just the pins we bought. We also traded quite a bit, both in the parks and on the cruise ship. Thanks so much for watching. Please go spread a little kindness in the world. Enjoy your 2020, the beginning of a new decade, and see y'all real soon.